Hi, everybody. It's Lo-Fi Tatiana coming in just to share with you, coming in like this is a news report, doing this quick little video to share with you the winner of the giveaway for the Melanin Eclectic 2021 Reading Planner. I am going to insert a video now sharing how and who the giveaway winner is.
Okay, so we have all of the names of those who entered for the giveaway, and we're going to pick a random name. And I ain't asked you for all of that. The winner is Far Too Fucking Down. What just happened? There we go. Quantina Rockmore. You are the winner of, I'm laughing at my frustration with this website. You are the winner of the 2021 Melanin Eclectic Reading Planner.
So I will go and reply to your comment because we need to connect so that I can get your email address. Congratulations on winning. And now to the scheduled video. Hi everybody, it's Tatiana and my battery is going strong, so we're going to keep it moving with the videos that I am bulk filming for today. Today I'm coming to share with you my favorite books of 2020. My reading for 2020 definitely took a dive around the middle point of the year, not in the enjoyment of books that I read, but definitely in the number of books that I read. So my goal for this year was to keep the list short. I wanted no more than 5, and so I'm just going to briefly share these with you. I believe for the majority of these, if not all of them, I have a review. So if I do, I will either link it in the comments below, excuse me, not the comments, the description box below, or in a card. One or the other if you haven't checked out those reviews. My video uploads this year have not been plentiful, so you probably don't have to scroll that far to find them. Let's be real. So the first book on my, and these are in no particular order. I have the stack. I'm going down it. That's it. These are in no, I said that. Okay, so the first book that I'm sharing as a favorite for 2020 is, and I don't know how this light is going to do, but Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. This is the second and final book in the Strange the Dreamer duology, and I was very scared about reading this book because there is such a thing called sequel suckage, and I was terrified that with this being a duology, if the sequel sucks, there's no coming back. And I was highly entertained. I loved this book. I loved the development of Laszlo. I loved the stories that we got of the characters. And if you haven't read Strange the Dreamer, I can't really tell you much about who the other characters outside of Laszlo are because you meet them as you go along in Strange the Dreamer. But I love the background that we got of these characters, the fusing of worlds, and then there's also the forecasting that Taylor gives us of future books to come, which I'm waiting on. Hello? But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this, and this is a duology that, although both of the books are rather chunky, I can see myself rereading them both in the near future because it's such an enjoyable ride. And yeah, I'm gonna stop because yeah, gush. The next book on my list is a book that I own and cannot find for the life of me, and I am highly bothered. And that is The Last Thing You Surrender by Leonard Pitts Jr. That was the hashtag Read So Lit book, group read book for February, and Michael, Didi, and I did a live show for that with the author who came in at the second hour. I will link that in the description box below. If you were not able to participate in it, there are tons of spoilers in it, so if you want to read the book at all,
like, don't watch the video, because we start with spoilers. But that book was so good, and the stories, the way that it combines the stories of our two main characters and then the supporting characters. And man, Leonard Pitch Jr. has a way of telling a story, and he can take a character that in the hierarchy of characters is the 6th or 7th character in the list, and make that you only see for 10 to 15 pages and make you give a damn about him so easily and so quickly, to the point that by the time something happens and you're like, wait, this person can't, whatever it is, being shipped off, because it's a World War II story, being shipped off or injured in battle, or you don't want anything bad to happen to that person, because you don't realize that you've developed a connection with that character in the short period of time that you've had to experience them in the novel. Leonard Pitch Jr. can write a freaking book. He can write a book. The next book on this list is City of Dark Magic by Magnus Flight. I loved this book so much. So much. It is set in Prague. It is historical fiction, and that it gives a lot of information about, well, not a lot. It weaves into the story the history of Prague, Prague's place in war, Prague's place with the KGB and the CIA, and all of these clandestine organizations that went behind the scenes to do not so on the level things. And then also there's this main character who is a musicologist. Is that right? It doesn't say on the back, so that may have been a spoiler, but she's obsessed with Beethoven, and she gets the opportunity to curate an exhibit in Prague for a royal family, and the exhibit is 100% Beethoven. And her love for Beethoven, her love for music, the curator process, as well as this little mysterious thing that's happening on the side. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I'm gonna stop because I have a whole review on this. If you want to hear me gush ridiculously about a book, go watch it. The next book on my list is The Stars and the Blackness Between Them by Janetta Petras. I don't have this book. I borrowed it from the library. I do plan to purchase this book. And in this story, we are following a young woman who is moved from the Caribbean to the US. I don't want to give like too many specifics. From the Caribbean to the US, and she has to deal with being uprooted, being put in the home with this person that she does not really have a relationship with, and finding her own way, coming to understand her own self, her own sexuality, building her own community, making friends, developing relationships, and holding on to herself at the same time. And it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I have a review, go check it out. And the last book on this list is The Sparrow by Mary Doyle Russell. This, I believe, is the last book review that I have uploaded, not the last one that I filmed, but the last one that I uploaded to the channel. And I can't talk about this book because it's so impactful. As someone who is a Christian and believes in God, believes in Jesus, and apparently grew up with a different understanding of what that means from a lot of what people believe, or how a lot of people were brought up, to have this book be in existence and to have so many different characters from different walkways of life, from different experiences, come along on this mission and work together. And you get there, this is special. Like, all of these books are special, but from a faith standpoint, for me, this is freaking special. So yeah, it's completely science fiction. It's a space opera. If those are not your things, then you may not feel the same impact of the story, because I loved both the inclusion of religion and these priests and these other characters, as well as the space opera portion of the novel, the space travel, the experience that they had in going on this journey, and how the space shuttle was built, all of that. I loved all of that. So if that's not a part of what you like about science fiction, this may not ring home for you. If you are not interested in reading books with characters who are very talkative about their faith, and you get to be with them as they struggle with their faith, if that's not what you're into, this is not for you. But this hit the nail on the head for me for this year. So yeah, that is it for this video. Those are my five favorite books of 2020. If you have not read any of these, I urge you to look into what they are. Look at the synopsis of them and see if they will work for you, and read them. I urge you. That's all that I have for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good weekend, whenever you see this video. Peace out.